You have to learn, you gotta learn a lot of things to be successful in life. Number one, you have to learn how to skin mole rats. Number two, you have to know how to skin pigs. Number three, you have to know how to skin hyenas. Maybe I have a different lifestyle than most people, but I'm just saying, like, this is how I'm doing it, and it's working for me. It's a hyena diet. Actually, I think Oprah does it, and she's recommending it, so... It's weird to think that Oprah has an age. It's messed up. She doesn't have an age. She just exists and has always existed. It's really weird. It's scary, actually. I'm scared of Oprah. I don't want to think about Oprah anymore. So I have to just test the audio. Well, it's basically working, but there's some noises, and I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about shit that ain't me. Here's something interesting you find out if you, like, spend a lot of time setting up mics and trying to, like, eliminate noise. You realize that at all times, the entire world is going like this. So any room you're in, somehow it's making that noise. It's just there. So don't believe anything I say. And don't believe anything you think. And don't believe anything I think. If you can read my thoughts, don't believe them. Like, I just made them up, you know? All words, every word, somebody just thought of it. Who invented the word this? That person dies. And then whoever's officiating the funeral service says, we're gathered here on this day. And then all of his descendants see cash in their eyes because they're getting money so they copyrighted this. It was ridiculous. It was weird. The past history, it's strange. It's hard to understand what people were thinking. So today was I'm not really sure what that was. I think I was trying to do like a foghorn sound effect. If anybody was making like a sound effects compilation, you are free to use that. I don't care. Like, I don't need money for it. What am I, the guy who thought of this? The guy who thought of this? I'm not doing any who's on first bullshit with you. I don't have time for that. The world is ending. Actually, no, it's not. You can always kind of say it is, because it's going to end eventually, obviously. So we're always heading towards that point in the future. So in that sense, yeah, I guess it is, but... So what would define end of the world? End of humanity? Okay. Or if it's just like, oh, somebody just popped the Earth like a balloon. Nobody even understands how that's possible, but it just happened. Like, I don't think we'll be around for that. I think whoever is walking around with that needle, they're not going to get here in time for us to still be around, probably. Whoever that guy is, he's got to be busy. I just had no idea for a video game. It's a game where snails have to kill and eat each other. That's all it is. It's a snail cannibalism simulator. Oh, did you think it was going to be related to the popping planets thing? No, totally separate thought. I'm moving it along. I gotta keep things going. Like I said, I only have another like 20,000 years to do this because the world is ending. So today on YouTube.com, which is the website that you're probably not on. So why would I say that? Why does anybody say anything? I think we've been clear about the fact that it doesn't matter what you say. You just keep talking and hope for the best. So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? No, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? It's hard to talk. It's hard to talk. I recommend having an attorney speak for you in all cases. That includes every interaction with your spouse. That includes interacting with a pet. You don't want to be involved in some kind of, animal abuse suit through some misunderstanding So you need to make sure your lawyer is petting your dog, giving your dog tummy rubs and lovings. It's a sad way to live, but you have to protect yourself, you know? Because basically, how I understand it is basically a lawyer is a slave, pretty much. Like, you have to go buy me ice cream if I tell you to, if you're my lawyer. And if you don't want to do it, you're not going to be my fucking lawyer. I don't care if you're a goddamn Supreme Court justice who in an unprecedented move steps down from the Supreme Court and opens a private practice. What an amazing concept for a sitcom. What an incredible concept. You can use that for free as well. But you can't use this. You still can't use this. I actually heard Spider Saturday is coming up, and I know a lot of you who observe Spider Saturday really, relish waking up early in the morning and just spending the day outside seeing how many spiders you can eat. Last year I only found a couple. They were Halloween decorations, as it turned out, and it's not like I'm jealous of, like, all the people who found, like, 100 spiders and got to eat all of them and they were huge. It's not like I'm envious of that. Like, if anything, I think it's kind of lame that people care so much. And a lot of people say, well, you spent 16 hours straight digging around crying because you were worried you weren't going to find any spiders, and you didn't. You failed. And a lot of people have said this to me. Family members have said it to me, and it's true. I really got into Spider Saturday. I got in too deep. I always do, The same shit happened to me with Flatworm Friday. I ruined my life. I ruined my relationship. I ruined my education. Because I just got too wrapped up in something that was bigger than I could ever imagine. Flatworm Friday, you have no idea. You have no idea what it entails. But I'll tell you, I fucking won that one. I won Flatworm Friday. Everybody saw it. Everybody. So, today's Pearl Harbor Day, and you know what's kind of odd about that? Is that, I didn't hear a single soul make any passing mention of it. It's kind of weird. I guess we forgot. That sucks. Oh well. It's not like it's 9/11. Like, that's the one you're not supposed to... You can forget everything else. How am I supposed to remember the Alamo and 9/11? Those are numbers and letters. This is like memorizing a license plate. I'm not remembering all this shit. I can remember 9/11. It's the I'm not having a good day hotline. If you're not having a good day, like, for example, if you severed your leg or something, you can call. It's going to cost you, but they'll call. They'll come. So, today's stream brought to you by Aetna Insurance. I don't know. So, coming up next, we have the winner of the Great British Bake Off. That's right, it's Hugh Guthrie. Here he is.
It's me, Hugh Guthrie. That's right, I bet you didn't expect me to sound like this.
No, I really expected you to sound like, not like you were filled with helium.
Yeah, man, I don't know, never heard of that kind of thing. I'm, more into, you ever done Spider Saturday?
Yeah, I was just ranting and raving about Spider Saturday. Have you done Flatworm Friday? I think I remember you from Flatworm Friday. Weren't you at Flatworm Friday?
Yeah, it's Flatworm Friday. Yeah, you left me in the dust, man.
It's not called Friend Friday. It's called Flatworm Friday. It's about the flatworms. Doesn't matter what you have to do to get the flatworms. Doesn't matter. Don't you agree?
Man, I don't know. It was pretty. It was a little bit upsetting to see.
Well, it's not family-friendly Friday either. It's flatworms.
Yeah, man, I understand what you're saying, but just night ago, my girl's waiting for me down at the gas station. She got gas for me, so I'm gonna go get it.
Okay. You have to get gas from her?
Yeah, she gonna bring gas. She gonna bring gas to me. I'm gonna I'm gonna pour it on a cake that I'm making.
Oh, that sounds really good. Alright. Well, leave.
Alright, see you.
That guy was kind of cool. He didn't say shit about baking though. I forgot to ask him. I would love to try a gas cake. I think that would be great. You know what's kind of strange? Is that when I was a child, I grew up in the suburbs in the 90s, so it was like a car culture. And I sort of enjoyed the smell of gasoline. There was something satisfying about it to me. And now I don't know why why. My nose shouldn't even know what that is. Like, it's basically, it's fossil fuel that's refined to a point that it's really not like it doesn't really like any naturally occurring thing. So why is my nose why is it like it? I guess you could just say the same thing about, like, why does your, well, no, sugar is a real thing, even though there's, like, fake sugar. It's based on a true story, you know, fake sugar. See, an AI couldn't do this. An AI couldn't drink water. I'm about to drink water. If you gave a computer water, what would it do? It would get so upset. I think maybe cats and computers are like the same thing. That's why they both don't like water. It's possible cats are computers. It would kind of make more sense. It would make sense if, like, cats were aliens. Why are they like that? Why do they freak out at things that you can't see? No wonder they sleep so much. I would sleep all the time if I had to live with apparitions. Fuck that. I didn't become a cat for this. I'm doing it for the pets. So in the news, let's see what's going on. Recently found an ancient treasure, and I just obtained $70 billion trillion, and it should be enough to at least be able to afford where I'm living now, which isn't great, but it'll at least keep me somewhat comfortable, I guess. So who likes this? Who likes this, huh? Who likes this kind of content? Well, step right on up, and let me know what you think of my content by what you're gonna have to go ahead and do, I think, at this point, is you're gonna have to get on a plane. If you know how to, like, get one of those skywriting things, you're gonna have to do it this way. Everybody loves a skywriting plane. Skywriting planes are fun. You look up there, you're like, what the fuck does that say? And it says, like, buy furniture or something. It just says buy furniture. But I guess, you know, just taken generally, it is good advice. Like, if you need furniture, you should buy it. It's something we all need to hear. I think every now and then. Now more than ever. More than ever. There was a period right around the pandemic where you could add now more than ever to the end of pretty much any sentence, and people would just have to nod in agreement with you. Like, yes, absolutely. Like, I need a thick, thoughty goth GF with a Death Note tattoo to murder me and stuff my body down a storm drain now more than ever. And everyone would just have to be like, yeah, absolutely. And you just get away with it. Because of germs. Thank you, germs. Thank you. I believe at this point in time it is now time to draw upon the talents and skill set of a man who goes by the name Slurp Von Lipstick. He's always been around. Some speculate that he's kind of an eldritch kind of creature that cannot be killed. And I'm starting to think that's the case, because I have made many attempts and nothing took. And I thought I got him. I threw a spear at him one time. It was in the middle of the grocery store. And instead I just shattered a glass of vodka behind him. And he started licking it off the floor. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you, an alcoholic now too? And he said, no, it's just expensive vodka, so somebody needs to enjoy it. And at that point, if I had brought another spear, I absolutely would have thrown it at him. So then I just left, and the cops didn't do anything about it once they found out who I did it to. They fully understood. They're like, he's always getting attacked by spears. I mean, we can't respond to all the spear attacks on Slurp Von Lipstick, or we would never get anything else done. We don't have a fucking spear crime unit. And so here he is, Slurp Von Lipstick, everybody, the host, the esteemed host of time check. Here he is, folks. Hello there. Hey everybody. Hey, how's it going? It's still me. It's still me. Slurp on Lipstick. Everybody's favorite. Whatever I do, whatever I am, everybody's favorite guy, I guess, right? And I want to get in touch with some of these people. I want to experience interactions with human beings. I spend too much time looking at clocks, thinking about time. Now it's time to stop. That's right. I'm putting time behind me. Slurp on Lipstick, the long storied career, the legacy, has now come to an end. This is now the final chapter. I'm going to be retiring. As it so happens, I have a timeshare in the Bahamas, and I'm going to be there forever, I guess, because I can't die. I mean, I can die. I mean, I will die. Did I say I can't die? I have no idea why I said that. So I'll be down there for, forever. So I'm just here to read for the final time. Yeah, it's 10:57 p.m. And, what's this? I'm getting an email. Oh, this is from the timeshare place. Let me see what this... it says urgent, so... Okay, well, they said they saw that my name was Slurp Von Lipstick, and they were no longer interested in doing business with me because they hated my name so much. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. This happens a lot to me, honestly, so... It's actually not that upsetting. But it does mean that I'm going to have to continue doing a time check indefinitely until I can get this shit sorted out. I guess I'm going to have to change my name to something regular like Faucet, you know, or Bongo Head, or, you know, something like that. Flip It. Gerp. Like regular shit, like the kinds of people you would meet out on the street. You know, you might meet someone out in the street named like Giggle Fit, Duster, Beefhorn, like regular shit. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of Slurp on Lipstick. It's not good. But the one thing that will remain consistent for the time being is that I will remain the host of Time Check. So Jimmy Fallon, hands off, buddy. Not so fast. Wait till the corpse is cold before you do whatever Jimmy Fallon does to corpses. I'm not saying I've heard anything in particular unless you have. I mean, I've heard about people who have heard things, but I haven't heard anything myself. That's all I'm willing to say. Look, I'm Slurp Von Lipstick. I'm connected. I know all these Hollywood guys. I'm constantly reaching out to them. I'm trying to say, hey, if you need like a time guy, let me know. Usually their agent responds like, what is a time guy? And I explain. It takes me like, it's like 20 pages of explaining, but basically it boils down to is that like, I'll just call you sometimes and tell you what time it is to make sure that you know. And I mean, sure, you might say that, yeah, just picking up the phone, I'll see what time it is immediately, so I don't need you to call me. But don't you think there's something cold and artificial and distant about that? Don't you think it's much better to hear the time from someone you trust? Like me, instead of your fucking phone. I'm real. I'm an ensouled being. I got shit going through me. Don't you think it would be better if I said the time? And then naturally they're like, you know what? You make a bulletproof case. You're hired. How much do you want? We'll match it. So I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it in Hollywood. And but you know, I gotta fulfill my primary function, which is to continue to do time check, even though I was gonna retire and eat a coconut, including the hard part. It's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. What, are you kidding me? That is, if I can change my name to Senator Snuggles, or like just a normal name, you know, like something. Even if Senator Snuggles isn't normal, I think you'd absolutely have to allow them to buy a timeshare. Senator Snuggles absolutely deserves whatever he wants. He's Senator Snuggles. We're not sure who he is, but it sounds important. Look, I've been Slurp on lipstick. I was Slurp on lipstick the whole time. But that will not always be the case. The next time you see me, I might be going by the name of, like, I don't know, Yellow Sedan. Or, like, Dracula. You know, life's crazy. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? I happen to know one thing that's going to happen, which is, I'm going to run off into the night. I'm just going to run into the night like a gremlin. Just like I always do, and I just roam the streets, I roam the alleyways. I'm so tired of eating trash. I'm just kidding, I fucking love it, man. I'm living. I'm really doing it. Alright, see you later, pumpkins. Alright, give it up. He's really trying, everybody. He's really trying. Well, so we can just move on. We don't have to talk about Slurp on lipstick anymore. I mean, he's old news. He's basically a has-been at this point. I think everybody pretty much knows. I mean, you're hearing it now more and more. He's not even the it boy and of the moment anymore. And I think he just hasn't accepted it yet. He's so wedded to this concept of time because it's the thing he fears slipping away the most. I think that's his problem. He has to have a hard look at himself. But as for everybody else, we're all crushing it. Everybody else is doing great right now, so it's just Slurp on lipstick that's fucking up. It's almost as if he exists as like a construct to like project various like neuroses onto. It's almost like that. I don't think it is, but it's almost like that. But yeah, so you can download the, if you enter in promo code, cheese, I will send you a super audio CD recording of this podcast. And it will be in such incredibly high definition, you will hallucinate me being in the room with you. Basically, you'll think I'm sitting here in front of you, saying stupid shit right to your face. It's gonna blow your mind. Again, that's promo code Sic Semper Tyrannis. Promo code Sic Semper Tyrannis. Just put that in, you'll be fine. We're gonna have to get more water. No, I'm not, because there's water in the glass already. Oh shit, I just remembered that's Glass Johnson. Oh my god, I just drank out of a celebrity and I completely I feel like an asshole. Glass Johnson has been part of the show for a while now, and I feel bad. Especially to drink out of him without even saying hi first. You don't do that to somebody of his stature. So what's going on with you? So I'm Jay Leno. So this is Crying Corner. A lot of people, it's a strange number of people have been requesting that, so I don't know what that means. I prefer not to get caught up in the drama, I just keep my head down and just do my own thing, I just soldier on. And I'm talking like Flatworm Friday style, like just getting it done no matter what. No matter what lengths. The ends always justify the means, especially when it comes to Flatworm Friday. For anybody who wants to find out the specifics of what happened on that sordid day, you'll have to buy my book. You can it's called The Flatworm Friday Massacre. I didn't choose to call it a massacre. That was the publisher's suggestion so that the reader would, going in have like some sense that I'm aware of what I've done, as if I think it's bad. I don't think it was bad. I think it was completely justified, and that's all that needs to be said. Tell you what else needs to be said contractually. That this upcoming segment is brought to you by Madden 24, baby. That's right, the greats are back. We have Bilbo. Bilbo's back. Bilbo's back on the field. We have Chance Jackson. Huh? We got Quintus Quintilius. Huh? Yeah. We got all the big stars in this year's edition, so don't worry. Trent Air Conditioner, he's out on the... on the virtual field. We actually had John Madden record voiceovers of every single word in the English dictionary so that we could use his voice in perpetuity post-mortem. 10% of the proceeds go to John Madden's old, dying dog. It's very sad, but he needs all the money he gets. It's a dog. Makes me want to cry just thinking about it, but fucking, I wish Crying Corner was coming up next instead of what's actually coming up next, which is a performance by Rihanna. But first, a message from Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. You can eat them whenever you want. You can eat them every single day of your life, and nothing bad will happen to you. Reese's. Can they just say that? Well, unfortunately, I just got word that Rihanna had to back out at the last minute. She escaped through the event in the green room. Just a vent dweller at this point, so I guess it's an honor. I would have preferred like Beyonce or something, but I guess it's fine. When it comes to like somebody in your vents, you definitely would rather have Beyonce than... Rihanna had some good songs, but they're not going to be singing in the vent. They're like feral in this scenario. So I think like your answer really says a lot about you. Water. It's nature's water. So back to Crying Corner. Oh, it was just a little one that time. Next topic. Fucking peanut butter crackers. They're good. Peanut butter shows up to any situation and it's like working with what it has. Very versatile. We should all strive to be like peanut butter. Fit in anywhere. Put it on a steak. Why not? Right? Put it in your cereal. It's really good in milk. Just stir the peanut butter in there. That actually doesn't sound that bad. Of course, if I said it was bad, then I think Reese's would pull out of the sponsorship. So gotta really toe the party line when it comes to peanut butter talk. I genuinely am a fan of peanut butter. I'm not saying it because Reese's is paying me to say that. I truly believe these things, and so does Reese's, a company that doesn't put little bugs in the candy, a company that doesn't do that. They don't take like little tiny bugs and put them in there just to see if anybody notices, because they kind of like the risk of like somebody finding out. They almost get off on it. Reese's. Welcome to reality. Look, man, I'm fully in reality. So are you. I'm certain like philosophical principles about how I think the world works seem to be compatible with the way that I'm living my life, and it seems to be making life make a lot of sense. And but it could be a temporary thing as well, and then in a matter of weeks I might be at a point where I'm like, this is all kind of like, it's whatever. The application isn't there, so I can't seem to like make it work, because all of the kind of mental processes you have going on underneath your conscious thought are basically shaping the way you perceive the world. Because they're subconscious, they're slightly in the dark, so you can't see these things. But those little subconscious thoughts that are kind of like heavy, you're maintaining those. You're doing work to keep them going. Like literally, like caloric brain energy to like expend the energy to have the subconscious thought. So those are feedback loops that you're maintaining. You're just taking a step back with a microphone, letting the real world come through. So I gather that it's a doable thing. I mean, I guess it's been done. But there's no way for me to know unless I am able to experience it for myself. Just like, everything else. That's just part of living. And that's hard to, like, fully comprehend. It's hard to comprehend and treat every individual as an entire inner world unto themselves that you have no direct access to. And so then the question of what you are arises, because then you have to say, well, if it were me born in that guy's body, I wouldn't have fucked up the way he did. And I don't see any reason to believe that would be the case, because you wouldn't be you, right? You would just be that guy, and you would just do the same exact thing. So nothing would be different. So then what's you? You're just a product of the physical environment. It's just cause and effect. Something happens to you, you react to it. If you're just defining yourself based on like the stuff that's around you, then you do kind of just abdicate free will. So you have to kind of see yourself as being not separate from the environment that you're in, but transcendent of it. So if you don't have that perspective, then you kind of just see yourself as a physical body in a kind of like dead universe mostly, and things are just happening, you're getting kind of knocked around, and the things that happen to you set you on, a different trajectory. So then if that's your perspective, then the thing I said about you being a different person but not actually being a different person because you'd make the same choices, that is fundamentally correct. But if we can see ourselves as transcending just the material and being more than the material, then it doesn't have to be that way. Because you could just override that. It wouldn't necessarily be easy, but it's possible in principle. And I'm not saying I would expect someone with a much more dire situation to be able to do it. I wouldn't expect that I would be able to do it in that same position. I mean, by definition, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be me. That's the point. So your homework is to figure out what I meant by all that, and then send me your favorite picture of Henry Winkler. I just had the thought recently of like, how many American treasures are there alive? Henry Winkler, Dolly Parton, Tom Hanks, right? The big ones, the heavy hitters. It's really good that like people like Tom Hanks exist, because they kind of disprove the notion that you have to like claw your way to the top and just sort of step on people and treat people like dirt. Because Tom Hanks figured out a way to do it by being a pretty stand-up guy, as far as we know. Once again, in principle, it's doable. If I was Tom Hanks, I would just be Tom Hanks. I would do exactly the same thing Tom Hanks did, because I would be Tom Hanks. I would have all the thoughts and attitudes of Tom Hanks. It's confusing. They should make a movie about this starring Tom Hanks. And me. So closing remarks, I would just have to say I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas season. I hope everybody drinks hot chocolate. And I had hot chocolate last night. It was expired for about a year, but I'm pretty sure it's just a non-perishable item. I mean, come on. It's powder, baby. Tasted fine. There was one little bit that clumped up, and it wouldn't unclump no matter how much I stirred it. But it tasted fine. It was hot. I mean, I did that part. I like it as to consume an item that, in the name of it, yeah, fuck it. Okay, I don't care. So yeah, enjoy that, and hey, have a good Easter too. How about that? I'm getting that one out of the way. Good Christmas, good Easter. I hope your Arbor Day sucks. Mine always does. So I have the worst fucking luck with Arbor Days.